Hey everyone, welcome back. So it kind of makes sense why I'm recording this video with the backdrop of no rain, no flowers, because what I'm about to share kind of a more of a bad news, not bad news, but not a very positive news. And I wanted to kind of bring that over and share my views on it. So Apple just reported that they will keep the iPhone production to the last year's level, that is basically 220 million, while the Wall Street was expecting about 240 million. So when a company like Apple comes out and gives warning like this, that, hey, they are not going to raise the iPhone production, they're going to keep it at 220 million, the same as last year, there are many questions that comes to mind. Number one, supply chain issues, we all know. The China lockdown, we all know. But there is also a warning that basically Apple flashed, which I'm not too sure many of the market or many of the analysts or the Wall Street is taking a look at it. The warning is that we have a real fear of stagflation coming our way. And for those who are new to the market, who may not know what stagflation is a time when the inflation remains high, when the unemployment gets high, basically employment goes down, and then when demand just plummets. So inflation high, unemployment high, and demand goes down. That's not a cool thing in the economy, because that basically is telling you that yes, prices are not going to come down, or prices are staying where they are. Inflation is high, and unemployment rate is creeping up. That means people are losing their job. So employment rate is coming down. And demand, because of that, there's a correlation, demand is also coming down. So when I saw this news that Apple is basically going to be same as keeping their numbers the same as last year, that means they're not predicting a very huge demand for this year and for next year. And when you have a company like Apple, which defines an index, which defines a sector, comes out and give that strong of a warning, if it was only 5 million, if it was only 4 million, okay, sure, understandable, supply chain issues, China lockdown. But when they're saying they will be producing 20 million less iPhones from previous year, or their projected production for this year, that's a worrisome news, and that's a news that we all have to pay attention to, kind of define of what's going to happen in the next few months. Now, I have made a lot of videos in the past few days about S&P touching 3,500 level and basically stock market not doing good for at least for the short term. If you have a horizon, if you have a 2-year horizon, or if you have kids, those who are going to college and you have to pay for it, that's a real worrisome time, because again, these times are hard and they're not going to improve very soon. But if you have a 5-year horizon or a 10-year horizon, for example, I'm not looking to cash out of stock market for next 10 to 15 years. That's my timeline. And then after that, I will start, going into more of a secure investment and not deal with this volatility. And if I have that kind of a horizon, I'm okay staying in the market or buying in this market, in my opinion. And again, that's my opinion, not a financial advice. So with the Apple warning, stagflation or the threat for stagflation is getting real. And we are going to see a lot more coverage in the news as we get, because this is the time when people will start looking at, okay, what should we do? How should we spend? How should we track our progress? And the video that I made yesterday about the economy, or how companies are going to start thinking, if they have to beat or if they have to bring down the operation costs, they have to invest, or they have to spend money in technology. If they have to compete with their competitors, they have to spend money in data analytics. And if they have to survive the geopolitical tension, they have to spend money in cybersecurity. So all those still holds. But to what level, to what degree is what we have to look. NVIDIA earnings were a clear indication that, they said that second quarter is not going to be as aggressive as this quarter, or it's going to slow down. We saw the same thing from Snapchat. We saw the same thing so growth is a real concern. And now Apple's warning to the whole market and to the whole sector, wow, I mean, this was a big news. It is a big news. It came out slowly, but it's a big news for the whole sector. So watch out for as we go into the future earnings, as we go for more companies reporting, and also as we go into the second quarter, there's going to be some headwinds that we have to face. So let's hope that we weather the storm with strong conviction and also investing in good companies. And if you like content like this, then give this video a like. Also subscribe to the channel for more one-on-one conversation. And thank you for joining me. Until next time, you all have a sparkling day.